heard about the circle of control? It's from Stephen Covey's 7 Habits of Highly Effective People book. And I am preparing a talk on resilience for a corporate client next week. And I came across this and I had read the book, but I absolutely love the concept of this. Because often we are warriors and we stress so much about the things that are outside of our control. That is the circle of concern. We focus all our attention on our time in the circle of concern instead of in the circle of control. And if you are a proactive person, your circle of control will be so much bigger than your circle of concern, and vice versa. If you're more concerned about what's happening outside of your control, you are a reactive person. So people that are proactive will not be so pessimistic. They will see options. They will see that they're not a victim, that they are in control of the outcome. Can you imagine a life where you had no control over what was happening? A bit like if you were going on a roller coaster. I mean, it is the ultimate surrender of giving over your control. So you're queuing up, you're getting into the car, the seat of the roller coaster, strapping yourself in, clunk, click, rising slowly to the top, and really surrendering yourself to what's about to come is that plummet. And it's so much excitement and fear. Think about yourself now on that roller coaster for half an hour, even an hour. Imagine you were on that roller coaster for a day and the feelings of loss of control, not being able to slow it down, not being able to stop it, not being able to get off. I mean, fundamentally, we need to be able to control and be in charge of the outcomes that we want. So we can't let that circle of concern overtake the areas where we can control. And when you're in that negative thinking and that worrisome thinking, you can't see any other options. You're very closed in, whereas if you're controlling the situation, you're able to see what the options are and what you can do about it and take the actions. So if you're in a career, for example, and you don't want to change jobs because you are afraid of what other people will think of you, well, that's a circle of concern. And there's nothing you can do about that. That's out of your control. If you're worried you're going to go from the job you're unhappy with to another job you're equally unhappy with, you can control that. You can figure out what happened, why you're unhappy, and make sure that you don't move into a job that you're taking all that with you and continuing in that whole routine of being unhappy and unsatisfied and not having any joy in your life through your career. So what I want you to do is to, when you are faced with a challenge or a situation that you find yourself really getting carried away and worrying about everything that you can't control, take a sheet of paper and a pen and write down the things that you believe you can control about that situation. Even doing that exercise will make you feel more in control. Stop wasting precious time and worrying and stressing over things that may or may not happen, but you can't control them anyway. Try and live in that proactive, optimistic area of control and see the difference it will make to your life.